What if you find it difficult to remember the notes and play the song even though you have been trying for quite some time? For example, let us say you want to play something like this, but one of the problems is that you don't remember the notes, like you always have to look at the paper. Use what is usually called the active recall, right? Even without the instrument, you can practice it. For example, when I played that lead, now I should be able to recall even without the instrument. Okay, third string 5045, second string 3 and 5 were used, first string 1, then was it 7 or 8? Okay, now I know. Okay, if I don't know what I have to play, obviously I won't be able to play it even if I have the guitar, right? So now I can check it. I went from 3 to 8 and then did a 7 to 8. Get my point? Similarly, even with film songs or anything, like film songs, it may have 4 lines in the beginning, right? The very last line, what are the notes you used to end it? Like when you played something like, what did I use? So we can, without instrument, we can again think, okay, first string 2 and 3, second string 6 was used. Was the second string second fret used or the third fret used? See, if we do not know what has to be played, naturally we are not going to be able to play it even if we have the instrument. So one thing is active recall. Each time you do a melody or a note or like take a line of it, even without the instrument, you can remember what did I play, okay, which finger did I use. That will naturally improve your playing, improve your ability to play the song without having to look at the paper, which is what finally we have to be able to do. This is not some exercise where we are just being able to look at the paper and hit the note, right? We have to look at the connectedness, we have to be able to play the song the way it is sung, and in order to do that, these kind of memory and learning techniques are also needed. Along with it, look at spaced repetition, meaning like for example, I play this melody, now I have recalled, done some active recall. Now maybe after 3 hours I can again try and see, okay, do I still remember that part? Especially it is valid when you're playing more than that. Let us say, and if I have more of that, what are the frets I used after that? 8 was used, did I go to the 10 and 12? Did I go back to the second string after the 7th fret? You get my point? It can be done in spaced repetition also. You forget a little bit, come after 3 hours, maybe come in the morning you have practiced it, in the evening you get 15 minutes. You can still remember this is what I did in the morning, how did I do it? Even before picking up the instrument, you can try to recall, and then when you look at the notes, you can fill up the blanks so that your learning is making more sense. Also, it can be used for ear training also. Like if you've forgotten something but you know this is how the melody should sound, then you can do some trial and error and try to find out the notes also. Being able to just look at the notes and playing is not going to help us beyond a point. So one thing is naturally learning how to do it connected without delays and everything, which fingers to use, how is it finally meant to sound in a sustained manner, and also being able to remember them even without the help of paper. You should be able to play those songs and everything. Also, the more you can remember the notes without having the paper to help you, naturally your fluency will be higher also. So use these two methods. One is active recall. This can be used even if you're preparing for an exam. Instead of just keeping on looking at the paper and reading the book, you can also think what is going to really come for the exam or the interview. This makes a big difference. That is how I have done it before, like when I was in school and all that. Spaced retention is also something naturally, repetition is also something which you can actually use. So see you in the next videos.